All right, Craig Hocknell here in New South Wales, Thaguna Golf Club and Resort. Just wrapped up my very first senior New South Wales Open on the PGA Legends Tour here in Australia. Wow, what a great week. Got over the jet lag, took a couple of days, got out and played a few practice rounds. The weather was really beautiful. It started out around 50 degrees each day, got up into the 80s. A little bit of humidity, lots of flies as you would imagine. Everybody's doing the Aussie wave all tournament. Started out with an even par round, followed that up with one over par, a little bit of a roller coaster day, and then today was the final day, so I'll just give you a recap of how the day went. Struggled out of the gate. First hole here at Thaguna is a dogleg left, par 4 up the hill. A big, huge eucalyptus on the left-hand side. Usually I kind of hit it over the tree, over the corner, and have about a sand wedge in. Well, I hit a little bit of a lower drive into the right-hand side of the tree, which when the branches fan out in this direction, if you hit the branches leaning this way, a lot of times it springs the opposite direction. So unfortunately, that's what happened to me. I clipped a branch on the fairway side, ricocheted out of bounds, re-teed, hit my ball down the fairway, hit an iron on the green, two-putted for a double bogey, so unfortunately got my day off to a rocky start. But I was able to then hit a 6-iron on the par 3 the next hole from 196 yards, managed to hit it to about 2.5 feet, made birdie there, kind of got the round going, but a little bit of a roller coaster, another bogey, another birdie here and there throughout the round, made the turn at 1 over par. Came into the back 9, had a really good look for birdie on 10, did not make it, but I made a successful birdie on 11, another birdie on 12, another birdie on 13, so 3 under par through the beginning stages of the back 9. Made it to 14, which is a par 5. Had about a 6-7 footer, maybe a little longer, maybe 10 feet for birdie on 14. Missed that, but birdied 15, so I had a good stretch going. Made bogey on 16 and bogey on 17, and then parred 18. This is where I'm standing right here. Tricky 18th finishing hole, but Matthew Goggin was the eventual champion. A little bit of carnage through the last few groups. Matthew hit his ball over here on the left-hand side of the fairway on this mound, a little bit of a hanging lie. Played a beautiful high draw to a back left hole location. Ball rolled back maybe 6-7 feet past the pin, and while the other guys were making bogeys and even a triple bogey out of one of the final players in the second to last group, Matthew was able to roll in a little uphill left to right birdie putt to jump ahead of maybe I think 2 or 3 other guys who were tied at 12 under, and I think he finished at 13 under. So fantastic week. I was living right here on the 18th fairway with a beautiful family hosting me here. So thank you very much to Ruth and Peter. All Aussies have nicknames, so Nugget, thank you very much for your hospitality. What a great event. The spectators on the final green, maybe I'll drop in a picture of the picture I took, but a few hundred people, televised. It was a great event. This really is the Legends Tour. Peter Lonard was out, Nathan Green. I had the distinct pleasure today of playing with a real Aussie legend, Peter Senior. What a treat that was. I took a selfie with him on the practice screen. I took a picture, my dad took a picture of Peter and I when I was about 16 years old at an Aussie Tour event at Sanctuary Cove, so I got to chat with him about that. I took another selfie on the practice screen this morning with an Aussie legend by the name of Grant Kenny. I actually caddied for Grant Kenny in the Australian Open. I think when I was about 17 years old at the Lakes. We made the cut. Huge story there that I'll elaborate. You guys will eventually be able to read my book, which is basically done, waiting on editing right now. So lots of cool stuff, but really cool for me to be back home in Australia competing, playing a beautiful golf course like Laguna. So if you're ever in the Albury area, this is a great track for you to come in and play. You can even stay here at the resort as well. So just a great week overall. Heading out tomorrow, driving about 5.5 hours north to Richmond to play my first Aussie Major, so the Senior PGA Championship at Richmond Golf Club, and really looking forward to that. It's going to be a whole nother experience. I'll have another golf course to learn. Apparently it's not very long golf course, but extremely tricky. This one was a good combination. Laguna had a good combination of long and short holes, tricky par threes over water, etc. But anyway, just want to do a recap video, and I'll see you in the next video.